let's talk about one of the recent happenings, highly important for your geography optional mains answer writing, and that is there can be a question relating to earthquakes, and you can cite in the recent example of Tibet earthquake. Now, this earthquake in Tibet, let's understand and dive into the cause behind it. To begin with, US Geological Survey said that it was on a scale of 7.1 magnitude. However, Chinese authorities have claimed that it was at a scale of 6.8 magnitude. In the past years, in 1950, we have seen a significant disastrous earthquake in the region of Tibet, the autonomous area of Tibet, and that was at a magnitude of 8.6, highly impacting the areas in the nearby region. So let's dive into the major cause and the areas that were affected. So Tingri County is one of the counties, as you can see, of Tibet Autonomous Area, and this county has a population of nearly 61,000 people with home to 27 different villages. The earthquake epicenter was Sogo, and this Sogo has a population of nearly 6,000 people, 6,900 something people. Now, this is a point which is nearly 80 kilometers north of Mount Everest. So again, strategically, it's an important point. What is important to understand why this earthquake occurred. Now, this earthquake actually belongs to this region, and this is known as the Lhasa prefecture. Now, this Lhasa block has been under constant pressure. If you go back and study the basics of plate tectonics or the formation of earth, we would see that in the ancient times, the basic studies reveal that there was an Indian plate and the Eurasian plate, and both these plates were colliding. This colliding history has been nearly 60,000 years old, and during this period, 60 million years old, and during this period of 60 million years, there has been a constant stress which is generated in the region of Lhasa block. Now, this Lhasa region has basically over the years generated what is called as a slab tear. Now, what is slab tear? To explain it into a very simple way, I can explain that when two blocks are putting a constant pressure, there is a slab which is above and which is beneath it, right? So the above crust actually is getting detached from the lower one, and this is happening not onto the surface. On the surface, it would appear as one single Tibet region, but below that Tibet region, nearly 10 kilometers below it, we see this detachment. And this detachment is the reason why this earthquake pressure had been mounting in the region. Now, with this mounting pressure in the region, there was the earthquake waves that started to spread. The effect has been seen tremendously in the regions of Nepal. Tremors have even been felt in the regions in India. Even in the regions of China, Xi'an province has witnessed severe impacts, right? So this has been some of the important developments. Now, for your optional, it's really important to understand that there can be various kind of questions, but usually the questions pertain to the very fundamentals. So the first thing that you must account for is having a sound knowledge of the subject. So you must know what is earthquake, what are the types of waves, how does it impact the region, and then in your answer you can bring in case studies. This is just one recent example of the case study that we have discussed here. So there can be numerous other examples that you can cite. Your exam is definitely due for a period of time, but this is how you have to curate your answers. Curating your answers for your mains is really important, and that's the important thing that would ultimately determine your score. If we consider 4 students with equal knowledge, then what would differentiate one of the students from the other 3 would be the way you present your knowledge and the variety of knowledge that you can encompass in your answer writing. So stay tuned for more updates. We'll be definitely taking mini sessions before your examination for answer writing for expected questions. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day.